Hey, welcome back. It's another off day and another adventure drive. Tonight I may camp out. I don't know yet. We'll see how I feel. Kind of play it by ear. I'm headed back out to Anza Borrego by the Arroyo Seco roads. Not by the, just south of the mud caves. I'm going to the Carrizo stagecoach site, and in the Badlands area, I'm going to try to find a spot. I got one picked out on the map on the satellite image, so I'm going to see how that pans out. But mostly just cruise the quad and explore some of the canyons. They're too small for the truck, I think. So that's kind of the exploration part of it. I want to check out more of it, especially the Carrizo stage route down by the Badlands, see how what the flash floods did down there, see if it's even possible. Maybe they put up the barricades. There's barricades out there, and they sometimes close them, so you may not be able to get through. So that's kind of the plan, and then we'll see how I feel at the end of the day, if I'm spending the night or just spending half the night and then heading home. Got football tomorrow, so I got to be home early anyway. But see you on the trail, or actually I'll see you at Dudley's or at the gas station. So I just got gas, and outside of it being $6.69, I couldn't get it in the gas tank. And turns out that when I got stuck on the last trip, I knew I dented the gas tank, but apparently it got pushed way up into the truck and it kinked the rubber vent hose. It's completely kinked over, or enough. I already had it on the longer side as it was, and I can't put gas in it. It takes, it keeps clicking off. So I'm gonna have to get under there at some point after this trip and remove one end and then cut it and then put it back on and make sure it's straight. I tried manipulating it while filling it up, but there was just no way I could unkink it. So the gas tank moved upwards significantly. I would say at least a 3/4 inch. So it's something to fix. When I get back, I could do a trail repair, but I really don't want to mess with it. I have a full tank and probably only going to use a half a tank on this trip, so we're good to go. I'll see you at Dudley's. All right, stopped in at Dudley's, the usual spot. Go get pastry and a coffee today. And yes, it smells like pastry in here. I think that's calling my name right there. Apple turnover. Yeah, I'll take a apple turnover and a coffee. Yep. Alrighty, got my pastry and my coffee. Hit the road. Actually, I'm gonna just enjoy it here for a sec. Boy. Nice slack day today. All right, that hit the spot. The coffee, pastry's gone. It's good. A good day, good morning. All right, I arrived at the trailhead. By the way, This is not a dead end road. If you have a 4-wheel drive and you're pretty skillful, it does come through. There's 2 ways. One's through the Carrizo Badlands, and the other way's down Diablo. They are both pretty challenging, but doable. I am gonna head on down to camp, where I think camp is, according to the satellite image. I'm not airing down the tires today because I'm only rolling like 3.5 miles down this road to set up camp, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. I'll see you at camp.
And after that, it is expected to...
So this here is the fire ring. It's just a part of a tube or something. It's kind of cool. I use it as a landmark when I look at satellite imagery. I have it marked on the GPS because there's a couple of trails out of here. You can come out of this way. It's kind of a shortcut to the Del Diablo road. It's through the weeds. It's kind of hard to navigate, but it does go there. And then headed straight forward. I got to get back on the road actually over there. And that's in the clay dirt or the moon dust dirt, and heads over to the intersection of Del Diablo and Diablo Sin Nobre. No, I gotta look that up. Yeah, I can't ever pronounce it. But anyway, I'm gonna mosey on down and try to find a campsite, see if I can get through the barricades. Still moseying on down the creek. It is pretty soft. It has dried up, and the sand is like really soft. I'm feeling the restriction on the wheels, or the resistance, especially with the 50 psi and the tires. I can tell it's not like I normally drive. It's pretty slippery and it's sinking in. But I'm not going too far, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Just leave the air in there. Be faster when I come out of here. So I'm at the intersection of all those trails, Del Diablo and Sin Nombre. Signs right there. Canyon Sin Nombre. That's the name of it. So if you remember from the last video, that's the sign that's sunk down. So we're headed straight south. That's where the camera is pointed now. Which goes down to the Carrizo Badlands. It just follows the wash. You can see in the distance it's all really green. The Badlands is a swampy area with like dead trees. There's some vegetation in it, but a lot of it's like dead stuff because it's like I think there's too much mineral in there, so the vegetation died at some point. I don't know if you remember from the movie Mad Max, the Fury Road. It is, they went to that green place that the one girl remembered. What's her name? Furiosa. It was the green place. So this is what it looks like out here. And it's pretty much the wasteland that they drove through coming back through in the movie. Obviously, this is not the area where they filmed the movie, but this is very, very similar to what they filmed. So I'm coming up to the area where there's barricades. I'm curious to see if they put them up or not. If they did, I'll try to sneak past them. If not, it'll be okay. Sometimes they've been closed, but there's always a way around it. This fence sticks right there. That was the way around the barricades. The barricades were concrete blocks, so I don't know if they like actually got washed down the creek or they were removed. They might have just been removed. So you can see the green vegetation among the burnt trees. You know, this stuff, like at one point, you know, there may have been a fire or something that came through here. And it's sand, and it's green, and there's all these black sticks sticking out of the ground that are burnt. It really looks like the wasteland. There's the wasteland. It's pure quiet, no wind. But you can see it at one point. This place was charred. It's like the whole valley, but it's always been like this. So I don't know, you know, whenever the fire came through, how many years ago, or how it got its name as the Badlands. But this is where it gets weird, because the riverbed is gone, and whatever roads were formed by tire tracks are gone. So you can no longer navigate just by tire tracks where the vehicles went. So now I gotta check. That's why I dropped GPS points on my offline maps so I can look at it. So yeah, I gotta double back. I gotta take the left fork over there, stay in the wash to the left. So you can't even recognize it. Like, most people just kept going straight, and it turns to the left because that's how much the terrain has changed. Like, without the waypoints, it's like crazy difficult to navigate. I mean, not impossible, I could still do it, but you know, remembering what it used to look like, and now it doesn't look like that anymore. Especially if you haven't drove it for a few months. It's crazy how it has changed. I think we're on the right course now because I remember there being a long noodle in between the bush. So this is starting to resemble it. Interesting part is there's a lot of fresh footprints here. You can tell people have been walking it. All right, this is that long noodle that I was telling you about. I recognize this part, so we are on the right track now. But as you can see, it took a bit to find the entrance to it. So here I'm going to have to look at some waypoints because I need to cross to the left somewhere. So yeah, I need to cut a little bit to the left, stay out of the wash, and head northbound. That'll get me to the fork. I wonder if that's it over there. Check the map one more time. Now I'm still on the track. It goes to the right there. I'm gonna hang this up. I need two hands on the wheel. Gonna use this camera here. Use it for the audio, and that way I can show you the dash cam. Let's try it this way here. That's where I think it goes. Try it this way here. This will be very interesting coming out of here in the morning, or even after dark if I decide to come out after dark. All right, I'm at my northbound fork. This will take me to Let's see if I can do this. Drop down into it, I guess. Try this other camera. Gonna kind of walk the area here, see where I can park the truck really good. I think this will be my spot. I'm on a little bit of a high spot, so in case there's rain, like I won't be parked in the water. And then if I can get up that with the quad up there, then there's a shortcut. Yeah, I think this is my spot. So I got a vehicle parked on the other side of the wash down there, down by the main trail. Grab my binoculars. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see if it's Border Patrol. That way I'm not gonna unload the quad until they bail. But I don't think they really care. It could be a Ranger too. If it's like a BLM Ranger, that's a ticket if I unload my quad. So I'm gonna go peek my head over the mountain here and see if I can see any writing on the back of it. Yeah, it looks like just a regular pickup. There's actually two of them. They're down by the old ruins by the building, down by where the tractor is. Looks like they're hikers or on-foot explorers or something like that. Probably unload the quad and cruise. See what I find. Alrighty, it's time to set up camp and have lunch. Alright, camp is set up. Got the shade going. Tent is up. Haven't unloaded the quad yet, but it'll be down soon enough. That's it. Gonna have my sandwich and maybe go for a quad ride. Well, there's a drink and a sandwich. Too hot for a beer yet, but save that for later. It's good. It's nice and quiet. Tell you what, that refrigerator is nice. All right, let's try this. So I got my GPS that tracks my route. It actually keeps track where I was, so I can program it to follow the line back. And I'm gonna follow my tracks out from the truck. That way I record the route going out during the daytime. If I gotta exit tonight after dark, I can just follow this GPS exactly on the same track. If I take a shortcut with a quad, you know, like leave the truck tracks, I might get into a bind where the truck don't fit. So coming back to that known intersection, I'm just gonna record the route. Alright, so this is the intersection that goes south. That's the way I will exit. Now we're going exploring this canyon. Alright, so now we're starting into that narrow canyon. See how far I can drive it up. that's the end of this one. It don't go that far. I think this one's done. Cool. This one's done. See, there was a road there, but now it ends in a rut. So this is overlooking the Badlands section. We're coming up to that little cabin. You can see the green growing among the burnt stuff. Pretty interesting. You can tell this is a swampy area. Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck. guy's stuck too. This guy is stuck too. I can probably pull him out, but they ain't here. So this is the cabin thing that I've shown you before, and in the stage route things over there, I can run over there. Too bad I didn't run into those people that were stuck. Who knows how long those trucks are out here. Now I know what all those footprints are. It was everybody walking out from 2 trucks. There's the tractor. This is the Badlands overlook. You can kind of see it here. There's some of the foundation, like they, at some point, I don't know what they were doing, if they were like restocking it or trying to rebuild it. There's that pipe, half pipe thing that was maybe used as a shelter. So I'm trying to get to somewhere over there and up into the canyon. I think that's going to be my route. Or I can try following the footsteps. Here's the other truck. Stuck. think those footprints are the ones I saw leaving when I got by the moon dust. So I'm not gonna even attempt to follow them. I followed one of the set of footsteps and they disappeared. They maybe got picked up. I think those trucks have been there a while. You can kind of see them. There's one. There's the white one over there. They probably been there for a few days, I'm guessing, or at least overnight. I'm not gonna worry about it. There's no one around that I know of. Hopefully they hiked it all the way out and got some help, or at least all the way out to get a signal out. And this is kind of the overlook up here. So there's the two stuck trucks. There's that cabin thing. Right to the left of it is the tractor. And on that ridge is the lookout where I was showing you the overlook of the Badlands. I'm just on another mound here. There's my truck down there. That's where I'm camped out. So I'm gonna head back to camp and have a cold one and just kick back. So now you know why I carry a quad. You know, if you're stuck, you can still unload this thing and you can get out, or you can explore in places where the truck is most likely going to get stuck. So like with this thing, I don't worry about it, because if I get stuck with this, I can just simply, you know, pick it up and move it, because it ain't that heavy. Alrighty, hopefully this audio worked on this camera. Time to chill. I stopped filming for the day as I paused to reflect on the hardship of the folks that had to leave their vehicles and walk out of the desert. Alright, we're moseying on out of here. It's a shame that those people had to walk out, and I missed them. I still see their footprints here. It's not a fun place to be hiking out of, that's for sure. I gotta get into the creek here somewhere. I think this is it. And yeah, I'm pretty much driving by a GPS where I can't see my tracks. It's actually pretty easy to get disoriented out here, or anywhere in the off-road, especially in the desert. If there are no, you know, like tire tracks that are just brought in, you know, like people have kind of been driving up and down the same road. It's hard to know which direction, because like the sand buggies and things, they will go crisscross and circles and all over the place, and it gets you confused, and then you don't know where you're at. So you gotta have do some pre-planning when you come out here. Study the maps, study the satellite imagery, kind of have an idea where things should be. I use offline maps, Google offline maps on my phones. I have two phones that I carry in case one croaks. And I drop waypoints like on my computer at home, you know, and I label them like go south, or, you know, exit south or exit north, to highway. I put in all these like little waypoints, so if I get completely disoriented, I can use the phone. I also have a handheld GPS that records my track in case I get into places like today. It was completely unrecognizable after the floods. So I can always track back with the GPS. It's an old school Garmin 5. It's got like a black and white screen. It's an oldie but a goodie. I actually carry 2 of them. I bought another one on eBay just as a backup. You can never have enough equipment when you're out here, because there's a lot of what ifs. You know, you just seen 2 trucks completely stuck and they walked it out, and you know, it's got to be a good, I think it's 3.5 miles, to tell you the truth, to get to the pavement. And then that's straight shot. Like, that's if you know where you're going. There's some signal. It's really, really patchy. Extremely patchy. You know, I got a little bit. I think I got like 1 bar. But that's also why I carry the satellite modem. It's, you know, it's a lifesaver. You gotta have all these tools. You gotta be, you know, prepared. You can't just go out on the whim. Hey, I got a 4x, I'm going to go out there. That's just crazy, because, you know, things do happen. And even for me, you know, even I get disoriented. I've gone to places that I used to cruise when I was a kid, you know, and you think you know it, but boy, that memory don't work that great. This particular moment, I see my tire tracks and I kind of know which direction I need to go here. I also cruised the quad this way, you know, earlier when I was following those footsteps. So it's kind of fresh in my mind which way I need to go. I'm gonna exit the way I normally exit. It's more straight and forward and stuff like that. So but it was a good day. I rode a little bit. I didn't film a lot, obviously. It's nighttime. It's nighttime, and I saw something flashing over there on the ground. I don't know if it was a reflector or what that was. I don't see it now. So yeah, it was a good day. I did not film a lot. I mostly just slacked at the tent. I brought my laptop, caught up on some movies. Just mostly hung out. I believe here I need to stay to the right. Let me double check. Yep. Go this way. This is where my track is. this one more time. Yeah, we're right on the line. I think we're coming up to the part where the barricades used to be. Check my other map. Actually, we've already passed that. We already passed the barricades. We are coming up to the intersection of Sin Nombre and the Overland stage route. The Overland stage route is the one I'm going to take out of here. I think I got to cut it to the left here. Here's the Y. Also over here is that Sin Nombre sign somewhere. Someone need to make sure that slightly to the right. Yeah, the track is really coming in handy. I think it's over here. I get my big light out. Ah, there it is. Can kind of see it. I don't know if you see where I'm shining it in the dash cam, but it's over there. So that's my marker. So I know to go straight past that. So now we're on the Overland stage route road. This will take us all the way to the pavement. There should be no more intersections. Gonna shut down the GPS. Alright, I think we're good. I'm gonna shut down this audio and that'll be it. I might throw in some snake in the road, but you've already seen that many times. Just replay the one from the last video. There's not much new scenery. This part is now coming back to the moon dust. Zigzag here a couple times. This is a washed out part. And it's pretty deep. It's starting to get soft, so I'm spinning like all four wheels. In some spots, because you're now starting to sink down into the dust. It is that airing down the tires sure makes a huge difference. Right now I'm running 50 psi because I was too lazy. I knew I was only driving a flat road, but boy, what a difference. It's all squiggly when it's full and it has no traction. It sinks into it. It doesn't float on top. When you're floating on top, it's it handles a little better. This will be it. I know you can't see me. It's dark, but thank you for watching, and until next time.